left on the board. The next pick in the draft belongs to the Phoenix Coyotes. Now, Phoenix is interesting because they were trying to jump up as well and maybe grab one of that fifth overall pick from the Islanders. The last 2 years, Phoenix has taken in the first round Peter Mueller 2 years ago. He's playing for their team. Kyle Turris, who played some games for their team at the end of the year. Wayne Gretzky has made it very clear, along with Don Maloney, they're looking for players who can play right now.
Absolutely, and that player may well be Mikkel Boedker from the Kitchener Rangers, a high-speed player. You talk about the Coyotes, they got lots of great young players coming. Kevin Porter, Hobey Baker winner last year, University of Michigan, he will be in their lineup this year. Chad Kolarek, another University of Michigan product, not far off. If I've got a sense of what Don Maloney, former Kitchener Ranger, the general manager of the Phoenix Coyotes, he watched Mikkel Boedker play more than any NHL general manager in Maloney's old hometown of Kitchener, where he played for the Rangers once upon a time. I'll be surprised if they don't go for Boedker.
Keith Gretzky, that breath of fresh air that you heard after Nashville didn't take Boedker, that was Keith Gretzky saying, phew, we're going to get our guy.
Keith Gretzky is the chief amateur scout, and 99, who played his last NHL game in Canada in this building, steps to the podium.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And Coyotes would like to thank the fans in Ottawa and the Ottawa Senators for a great hospitality. We'd like to say a special hello to our 910 extra fans who are at the Upper Deck Sports Grill in Scottsdale, Arizona. And the Phoenix Coyotes are proud to select from the OHL Kitchener Rangers, Mikkel Boedker.
Nice. He may play for Kitchener, but he is from Denmark, and there's not a long history of Great Danes in the NHL, but most people think, including his OHL coach, Pete DeBoer, who's now the head coach in Florida, that he will be the one.
Nah, nice. This guy's got world-class speed. He's really going to complement Kyle Turris, Peter Mueller, Martin Hansel. Don't forget Brett McLean of the Oshawa Generals coming along. Bob talked about the college players that are on their way. This is an awesome pick because it's character personified for Phoenix. He brings breakaway speed. He brings great hockey sense, Bob, and he knows how to finish plays off.
He's a very good goal scorer. He's a very good playmaker. Does it equally well. Scores goals off the rush to start the year, but as he progressed over the course of the year, Pete DeBoer said he really transformed himself into scoring more ugly goals, going to the net more, and really rounding out his entire game. This is a guy who plays much bigger than he is. He's a shade under 6 feet. He's 195 pounds. He's very thick, and he's got, as Pete DeBoer says, he's got a Sidney Crosby-like stance when he battles for the puck, and that he wins a lot of battles along the boards and in the heavy traffic areas because he has a low center of gravity, and he does have the great wheels and the explosive speed coming out of scrums. Gord points out he is the highest ever Dane selected in the National Hockey League, going by Lars Eller, who was taken 13th overall by the St. Louis Blues last year. And this one comes as no surprise to me because, as I said, Donnie Maloney spent so much time in Kitchener watching the Rangers and watching this guy. And this guy, I think you can count on it, Gord. You're right. The Phoenix Coyotes want guys they believe can play right now. Whether they're pushing the envelope a little with Boedker remains to be seen, but that's certainly the plan.
Last year they fidgeted over Kyle Turris. They were worried that Edmonton was going to leapfrog them and make a trade with Philadelphia and eventually get the second pick and take Kyle Turris. Phoenix got Kyle Turris. This year, I can tell you, Keith Gretzky was absolutely petrified that somebody was going to take Mikkel Boedker before Phoenix. They desperately wanted Mikkel Boedker in Phoenix. They got their guy.
Scored 2 nice goals in the Memorial Cup. Came up a little bit short against the Spokane Chiefs. But he scored 2 outstanding goals for Kitchener in the Memorial Cup.
Pete DeBoer said to me before the World Junior, Mike Richards is the best character player I've ever been around when he played for Kitchener. He said, this guy is right up there. Here is James Duthie with the latest pick of the Coyotes.
Well, one of the pickers of the Coyotes, Wayne Gretzky, with us, Gord. First of all, this was a guy that everybody told me you were targeting, and everybody described it as a real Wayne Gretzky-type pick with the speed and the skill. Why did you want him so badly? What does he have that the Coyotes lack?
Well, I think when you come to a draft like this, there's a lot of really good players, and all the kids who went before him are all very good hockey players. They're going to play a long time in the National Hockey League, but for our hockey club, the way we're trying to play was up-tempo, forecheck, 2 guys on the puck. He's got tremendous speed, he's got good size, and he has the opportunity to play in the National Hockey League next year for the Phoenix Coyotes, and we like him a lot. He's a tremendous character guy. He plays with a great deal of grit, and I think he'll fit in nicely with our organization.
You've made the deal already today for Olli Jokinen, a veteran. Is that a message that it's time now for the Coyotes to compete, that you intend to contend this year?
Well, we feel that with guys like Shane Doan, Jovanovski, Morris, getting Bruskalov, the goaltender, that it's really helped our younger players come along. Peter Mueller, Marty Hansel, now Kyle Turris, and now Boedker. But we needed a number 1 big, tough centerman to go every night against guys like Getzlaff and Joe Thornton and Mike Madonna. And we just feel we gave up a very good hockey player in Nick Boynton and Keith Ballard, but we got a tremendous asset back in Jokinen, and we really feel like we made our team a better team.
You have a stockpile, 3 picks in the second round. Do you expect to maybe make a move? Might we see you up here again tonight in the first round?
Well, there's a possibility. There's a lot of talk. There's a lot more talk this year than I've seen in a long time, but, we'll see. We're not going to trade away a lot of things just to move up 1 spot or 2 spots, but it wouldn't be a big stretch to say we might be back up here again.
All right, Wayne, thank you for this.
All right, thank you.
Let's check in again with Darren Dreger.
James, thank you very much. New York Islanders general manager Gar Snow is out of his chair. I mean, he's been on the phone steadily, so the New York Islanders are at least poised to make the 9th